Hello, everyone. My name is Professor Randazzo. You can call me either Professor Randazzo or Dr. Randazzo. Both are perfectly fine. And welcome to Chemistry in Our World. Obviously, this is a very strange time and it's going to be a very weird semester. I'm joining you here from my basement, which is where my office is set up at home, and presenting this video. This video will be aimed at going over some basics for the course and running through the course syllabus so that we all know what the expectations are and have a sense of what the plan is for this unusual semester. One thing about running an online class, whether it's partially online or fully online, is that it puts more responsibility on you, the students. So I will be recording videos, and it's up to you to watch those videos and get the material in your own time. So this puts more of the burden on you, the students, but on the flip side, it does allow you the flexibility to consume the material at your own pace and at your own availability. So there are of course, some trade-offs. Now, this class will not be fully online. There will be an in-person component, which I'll go through in a few minutes. To do so, I'm going to run through the syllabus. The syllabus for the course is a very vital, very crucial component for setting up and planning a course. As a matter of fact, this summer, I spent much more time planning the syllabus than any other part of the course. The reason the syllabus is so important is that it outlines everything you'll need to know for doing assignments, earning your grade, and really trying to be successful at this course. So professors like myself take the syllabus very seriously. Sometimes it's a little bit, the message gets lost a little bit on students exactly how important the syllabus is, but we take it very seriously and consider the syllabus a contract between us and the students. So if there are any issues throughout the semester, I'll refer back to the syllabus as a guide for how those issues will be handled. So being familiar with the syllabus, both for myself and my students, is very vital to ensuring the success of everyone in this class. So that being said, I'm going to present the syllabus. I'm going to switch views here. So I'll go kind of picture-in-picture mode, and I have the syllabus document here open on my computer. Now, this syllabus is available to you on Canvas. I'll talk about Canvas in a moment. However, if you found this video, you're at least somewhat familiar with Canvas. So at the top of the syllabus, some basic information. This is my name, Dr. Randazzo. My office is in Johnson Center, the third floor. However, I'm not going to be there every day, just given the social distancing that we are going to be practicing. Here's my email, which can be very useful for emailing me, but I'll also go through a couple other ways that are that will be useful in contacting me. Office hours, I will be holding both in-person and virtual office hours. Office hours are a good opportunity to get in touch with me if you have any issues or any questions. Meeting times. So I somewhat had to modify the course schedule because of how we are running things this semester. So the schedule will be as follows. Monday is our lab day. Now, this is not exactly how it is listed on your registration or in the course catalog, but I had to make some modifications because of the timing and the space available to us. So Monday is our lab day entirely. There will be no lecture meeting on Monday. I've split the class into two groups. Group A and Group B. And I just had Canvas do this. Canvas, you could click a button and it randomly assigns everybody to groups. So everyone's either in an A group or a B group. The A groups will meet during what was originally scheduled as our lecture time. which is 12:40 to 2:20 on Monday. That will be in the lab room, which is Johnson 340. The B groups will meet after that from 2:30 to 4:10 in that same room, Johnson 340. And this time is what is originally scheduled as our lab time. So everyone's meeting for lab on Monday at different times. A groups meet first, B groups meet afterwards. Then Friday is our in-person kind of lecture time. It's at our originally scheduled time, 12:40 to 2:20, and the whole class will be able to meet at that time. I wasn't sure at first if we were going to get a room that can fit everybody, including social distancing, but luckily we were able to get that room. Johnson 209 can fit the entire class. So everybody can meet on Friday in person. Now, those Friday sessions will be streamed and recorded for you to view from home. You could either view them live while they're occurring or view the recordings afterwards. So Monday and Friday, Monday is our lab day. Friday is kind of our in-person lecture day. That being said, I'm going to be delivering most of our lecture material through videos like this. Friday, I'm actually treating as more of a review session and an opportunity to run practice problems. So Friday meetings are still important for you to get that extra time and extra contact with the material. However, there won't be necessarily anything new presented on Friday. It will be a chance to reinforce and practice with the material that I'm presenting in the videos. This is where the responsibility falls on you. It's up to you to watch the recorded videos for the lecture material ahead of time. And then when you come on Friday, it'll be a chance to practice with that material. So try to stay on schedule, try to stay on top of things to make sure you get the most you can out of those Friday sessions. Here's the course catalog description. It's not that important because you already know why you're taking this class and what this class is sort of basically about. Course materials, I do want to talk about the textbook because this is often confusing for students, especially in this weird kind of partially online course. The textbook is called Chemistry in Context, and we are using the 10th edition of this textbook. Most students will purchase this textbook as an ebook, meaning they'll have the online version of this textbook. The reason for that is purchasing the ebook also grants you access to the homework assignments. The homework is through a platform from the textbook publisher called McGraw-Hill Connect. Access to McGraw-Hill Connect is required for this class, and you must purchase that access specifically from the textbook publisher. However, if you purchase access to Connect, you will also be granted access to the online textbook, to the ebook. So that's the package that I envision most students will take advantage of. You can also purchase a physical paper copy of the textbook. It's not necessarily required, but for those of you who work better with that traditional paper textbook for highlighting or writing notes, that will be available to you. But it's not required because if you purchase the online access, it will give you both Connect and the electronic, the online textbook. So that is what's going to be required for this class. The only other thing I put for course materials is, of course, a face mask, because we are requiring face masks anytime we're on campus. So, and North Park is issuing everybody face masks, so you will certainly have those available. Also, a calculator is important. This is a not math intense, but a class that does involve a lot of math. So having access to at least a scientific calculator that not only has the basic functions, but also has things like exponents and logarithms is going to be required for this class. A cell phone or a computer are not really a valid substitute for a calculator. Many students will use a graphing calculator, which is totally fine and totally acceptable. Graphing calculators certainly have all the functionality that you'll need. Because a lot of this course will be carried out at home, students may be tempted to use a cell phone or a computer. I highly discourage that. I recommend getting your own calculator. You can get one pretty cheap, like this is the one that I use for all of my calculations. When I am running this course, it is a TI-30XS, but any similar calculator is going to be very useful for you when doing homework problems or exam problems, that sort of thing. I'm not going to go through the course learning objectives one by one. Please take an opportunity to read through those yourself and refer back to them. Feel free to refer back to them throughout the semester so you kind of know what we're hitting in different chapters. There's also chapter outlines, which I'm not going to spend time going through in detail during this video. The next thing I do want to talk about, I already talked about delivery of material. It's going to be partially online through videos like this and partially in person. Monday's our lab day, Friday is our in-person meeting. The next thing I want to talk about in this video is a list of digital platforms. In this age of technology, but even more so in this age of COVID, everybody's having to learn new applications for each of their classes. Every teacher, every professor is going to be using somewhat different apps. And so being familiar with what apps are used in every class is vital, not only for this class, but for other classes as well. So I want to spend a couple of minutes just going through each of these platforms or applications so that everybody knows where we stand in this class. The first and probably most important platform or application or website, whatever you want to call it, is Canvas. Like I said earlier, if you found this video, you've already found Canvas. But Canvas is going to be our central hub for posting all of the important material in this class. It will have announcements. It'll have the lecture videos. It will have handouts and assignments, links to the digital homework through Connect, your grades, group assignments. Everything can be accessed through Canvas. You could send me a message, although email or chatting with me is often a better way to get in touch, but Canvas works as well. You will submit your assignments on Canvas. You will take your online exams and quizzes on Canvas. Canvas is going to really be the repository for all of the key information. Of course, this is what Canvas looks like. Let me resize the screen a little bit here so that we can see everything. I'm sure you are all used to awkward pauses in this kind of new age of technology as we're all sort of getting used to things. But of course, this is Canvas. There are many useful links on the left-hand side where you can access a lot of the course material. When you first open Canvas, you'll be on this kind of home page, which I posted some information over the summer, which repeats a lot of what I'm telling you here in this video. Modules is where you'll see kind of a chapter by chapter breakdown of what material is available for each chapter. At the top is basic course information, which has that home page. It has the syllabus, and it has each of the groups that you've been assigned to. I'm not going to click on group lists because I'm actually not allowed to post any information about who is in this class for privacy reasons. But here's all the chapter 1 material, including the schedule, the lecture videos, which is where this video will be posted, homework assignments, and a discussion assignment, as well as a kind of written problem set that you'll have to submit through Canvas. So that's just an example of some of the material that can be found on Canvas. These pages are all organized to give you the most relevant information that you might be looking for, such as assignments, grades, discussion boards, a class notebook, which I'll get to in a second, access to McGraw-Hill Connect, the online homework platform. A People tab also shows you what groups you're in, the syllabus, conferences in Echo 360 I'll get to in a second. We may or may not actually use these applications. But Canvas is where we'll be posting everything. And this is going to be true for all of your classes, not just my class. Okay, what else do we have? Microsoft OneNote. Microsoft OneNote is something that a lot of my colleagues in the chemistry department use, but other classes and other departments don't necessarily use OneNote. OneNote is where I'm going to be taking all of my lecture notes. The way you access OneNote is going back to Canvas. If you click here on Class Notebook, that gives you access to our OneNote class notes. So let me give you a sense of how OneNote actually works. So here is the OneNote for our class. And this is the first chapter, and this is some of the material that we're going to be going over in the first chapter. I have my iPad here, which was issued to me by the department. And so what I'm doing here is I'm mirroring the iPad to my computer to capture this material. I also have the Apple Pencil, and so I will be taking notes on the iPad, which is synced with OneNote. I will use OneNote for class notes. As you can tell, my handwriting is not the greatest. Apologies for that. It's something that I'm working on but haven't quite perfected, especially when I'm doing things quickly. So if you ever can't read my writing, definitely let me know and I can translate for you. So OneNote will be used to take real-time notes. So when we're in those Friday sessions, I'll be using OneNote to work through problems. When I'm going through lectures in videos, I'll be using OneNote to take notes, and you'll be able to access these notes at any time by clicking on Class Notebook or opening OneNote on your computer or other device. So OneNote is where all of our class notes will be taken. It works really well in this sort of digital age and digital situation that we're all in, because all of the notes are stored digitally for you to be able to access. So OneNote is a very useful tool. Getting used to navigating OneNote and reading through those notes will be very helpful for you. This video is already getting a little bit long, so let me just quickly go through a couple more applications, and then I'll cut off the video, start a new video to go through some additional material. I've already talked a little bit about McGraw-Hill Connect, so let me just touch on it again briefly. This is the online homework platform that comes with the textbook. It is required. You must have access to Connect, and it's where you'll submit all of your online homework. The homework for Chapter 1 is already available. Finally, the last application I really want to spend time on is Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is a direct competitor of Zoom. So, of course, everybody knows Zoom because of probably just watching a lot of videos over the summer. You know, there have been a lot of Zoom meetings. People might be using Zoom at work. Zoom is a very powerful application. Teams has very much the same functionality as Zoom. North Park uses Microsoft Teams rather than Zoom because Teams is considered more secure than Zoom. You have to log in to Teams using your North Park login, and so that gives an extra layer of security to ensure that only North Park students and only students associated with this class can access our Teams meetings. Teams is useful for a lot of reasons. It's useful for meetings, right? If you want to meet with me over video and we're both at home, we can use Teams to do that. Teams can also be used as just a chat app. You can chat with me anytime that I'm available for just a quick question or quick help with something. So if you're working on your homework and you're stuck, you can chat me on Teams as long as you see that I'm available, and I'll probably be able to respond to you right away. Of course, if I'm recording a video or something, it might take a little while to get back to you, but probably within a few minutes, again, as long as I'm at my computer, not like eating dinner or something, then I'll be able to get back to you right away. So we'll use Teams a lot for our meetings. Also, those Friday sessions are going to be recorded and streamed using Teams. So be familiar with Teams, especially if you're not able to make it to one or more of those Friday sessions. Also, if you want just a quick word, a quick chat with me about anything related to the course, Teams is where that is going to take place. I put a couple other applications on here which we may or may not use this semester. One is called Canvas Conferences. That's something accessed through Canvas. It has a lot of the same functionality as Teams in terms of a way to stream lecture material, but because I'm using Teams instead, I may not actually use Canvas Conferences. If there's an issue with Teams, it ends up being unstable or unreliable, then we may switch to Canvas Conferences at a later time. Also, North Park uses a system called Echo 360, which is a way to record in-class material. So this can be used to record things that happen in the classroom, not remotely, like lectures like this at home, but those Friday sessions can be captured on Echo 360 and available to watch after the fact. Again, this overlaps a lot with Microsoft Teams, so I may not actually be utilizing Echo 360 that extensively this semester. Okay, I wanted to end there because this video is already getting somewhat long. So I'm going to start a new video in which I'll go through some additional material in this syllabus, including some of your class assignments and some of the other expectations for this class. I'll see you in that next video.